ArcGIS Pro is the essential application for creating and working with spatial data on your desktop. It provides tools to visualize, analyze, compile, and share your data in both 2D and 3D environments. In ArcGIS Pro, CAD files are one of many sources of valuable information that you can natively read and incorporate into your maps. CAD files are used as content in maps, valid input to GIS analysis tools in both 2D and 3D applications. The structure of useful GIS content with a CAD file can vary greatly. ArcGIS Pro will establish structure for even unstructured drawings to make them more usable as ArcGIS content. AutoCAD drawings prepared with ArcGIS for AutoCAD or other CAD applications that support the mapping specification for CAD can contain attributed ArcGIS datasets directly within the CAD file that are even easier to use in ArcGIS Pro. Some CAD data can contain additional proprietary data that is inaccessible even to the CAD application unless the add-on application is ready to read the data. ArcGIS Pro version 1.1 introduces a number of new usability enhancements for working with your CAD data. These usability improvements in ArcGIS Pro 1.1 include improved handling of CAD text as compared to ArcGIS Pro's first release, new methods of organizing CAD data within a map, and an option to automatically convert CAD files to GIS datasets when adding them to a map, as well as improved data loading performance. Let's take a look at text placement. Here in ArcGIS Pro version 1.1, I'm adding data to a map. I browse to this CAD file and then open the ArcGIS CAD dataset. I'm then presented with the various feature classes as interpreted by ArcGIS Pro from the contents of the file. If I select one of the text-based feature classes, those CAD text entities are represented as a point feature class. In this release, the text values are automatically labeled, and the point symbols are made invisible so that just the labeled annotation is displayed. The position of the text is based on the insertion point of the CAD text entities, and is colored based on the color of the CAD layer and rotated as it was in the CAD file. There's a new default behavior for adding data as a layer in a map. When a CAD feature class layer is added to a map, a group layer is added that is further broken down with definition queries based on each source CAD layer. All data added from a CAD feature class exhibits this new behavior in ArcGIS Pro. Creating separate layers based on the CAD layer or level names makes finding the data you are looking for much easier. Organizing feature classes by this CAD layer helps you better understand its original meaning. Features have the same default color they had in the CAD file. Opening up this group layer in ArcGIS Pro 1.1 for this CAD feature class, I see the polylines broken down by the CAD layer. Taking a look at the properties of the feature layer, I can see just the polylines of a specific CAD layer are isolated using a definition query. All the polylines from the CAD water layer are included for me here in this one layer. Now it's easier for me to work directly with these subset views of the CAD data as GIS layers. I can easily select just the CAD layers I want to use in my geoprocessing tool by dragging the existing layers from my map. I want to build lot polygons from the entities from 3 different CAD layers. Accessing the CAD drawing by layers makes operations like this much easier. It is common in CAD to use custom symbols called blocks or shared cells to depict objects in a file. Often blocks or cells are created for point features such as hydrants or valves or stop signs or even houses and the like. In ArcGIS Pro 1.1, point feature classes are generated for each uniquely named group of blocks or cells in a CAD file. These complex point objects can also have their own style of attribution that is included on the cell blocks as fields in the feature attribute table. Adding data to this map, I browse to a CAD file and then open up the folder of the CAD drawing's contents. I am then presented with the 5 standard geometric feature classes recognized in every CAD drawing, along with these additional feature classes. In this drawing, I see many additional possible ArcGIS feature classes to add to my map. These feature classes are based on AutoCAD block names. The feature classes based on these AutoCAD blocks contain user-defined block attributes. Because these are CAD feature classes, I can modify their symbology like any other GIS layer. Here, I'll select a tree symbol for the trees, and a pole symbol for the poles. Block and cell attributes can be used like any other GIS feature attributes. Here, I'll select electric features that have a power rating of 175 watts, selecting from the block attributes in the file. And here are those selected features. ArcGIS Pro 1.1 introduces a new option to convert your CAD files to the project database automatically when you add CAD files to the map. This is especially useful when you want to start editing the contents of the CAD file right away. In the CAD tab of the Project Options, you can set the Convert on Add functionality from off to on. Now, whenever CAD files are added to your map, they will first be converted into a geodatabase, and then those feature classes and the derivative feature layers will be added to the map rather than directly from the CAD file. From that point on, a copy of the CAD data is in the geodatabase, and you can edit and share and publish that information the same way as any other geodatabase features. In the previous example, I added CAD data to the map, and each resulting feature class created a group layer broken down by CAD layer name. The source of that data remained in the CAD drawing, and a definition query was based on the data directly from the CAD drawing. When I add the same drawing with the option to convert CAD files automatically to the project database, the same behaviors of creating feature class from blocks and creating feature layers by CAD layer still apply. However, now these map layers are referencing a geodatabase rather than the CAD file. I can then set up my editing template and start editing this data. I will modify my editing template to match the definition query. In this way, when I add a new feature, it will be visible on the same layer. Now that my editing template has been set, I can add features. These features are being added directly to the geodatabase that is a copy of the information that was contained in the CAD file. And finally, I can save my changes. We hope you enjoy these new usability enhancements for CAD in ArcGIS Pro 1.1.